Buenas tardes, George. Para iniciar esta entrevista me gustaría preguntarte, para quienes aún no conocen el conectivismo, ¿cómo definirías esta teoría del aprendizaje en pocas palabras?
Conectivism is a learning theory designed for the digital age. It argues that learning is not just about acquiring individual knowledge, but about forming connections with people, ideas, and tools in a broader network. At its core, it's about how we navigate and build these networks to learn in an interconnected world.
El conectivismo surge en un mundo interconectado y digital. ¿Qué diferencia esta teoría de otros enfoques tradicionales como el conductismo o el constructivismo?
The main difference is that connectivism recognizes that knowledge is not contained solely in the mind of the individual, but is distributed across external networks. While theories such as behaviorism or constructivism focus on how the individual processes information, connectivism emphasizes connections and the ability to access knowledge over networks. Furthermore, it adapts to the speed with which knowledge changes in the digital age, something that traditional approaches do not take into account.
En tu opinión, ¿cuál es el papel de la tecnología en el aprendizaje actual? ¿Crees que hemos aprovechado su potencial al máximo?
Technology is fundamental because it acts not only as a tool, but as an extension of our minds. It allows us to connect, collaborate, and access information in ways that were unthinkable a few decades ago. However, I believe that we have not yet harnessed its full potential. We often use technology to replicate traditional methods rather than innovate and adapt it to create more effective and accessible learning networks.
Viste un rol fundamental en la creación de los MOOCs. ¿Cómo evalúas su impacto en la educación desde la perspectiva conectivista?
MOOCs reflect many connectivist principles. They are open, allow connections between learners around the world, and encourage self-directed learning. Their impact has been significant in democratizing access to education, although they still face challenges such as low completion rates or the need to adapt them for different cultural contexts. Despite this, MOOCs have transformed the way we think about education and how we can use technology to reach more people.
El conocimiento cambia rápidamente en la era digital. ¿Cómo puede un aprendiz mantenerse relevante y adaptarse a un entorno tan dinámico?
The key is to develop the ability to learn continuously. This means staying connected to relevant networks, being curious and critical about the information we consume, and being willing to unlearn concepts that are no longer useful. It's also crucial to diversify learning sources and not rely solely on one institution or platform. In a dynamic environment, adaptability and the ability to create new connections are essential.
Y por último, para finalizar esta entrevista, me gustaría preguntarte, ¿qué consejo darías a los educadores que buscan integrar los principios del conectivismo en sus prácticas diarias?
I would tell them to focus on facilitating connections, not just transmitting knowledge. Help your students navigate and build their own learning networks, promote collaboration, the use of digital tools, and critical reflection on the flow of information. Remember that teaching in the digital age is not just about imparting knowledge, but also about empowering students to learn for themselves in an ever-changing world.
Pues muchas gracias, George. Espero que nos veamos próximamente y podamos hacer otra entrevista tan interesante como la que hemos realizado hoy.